San Antonio! Welcome to All Things San Antonio podcast with your two favorite hosts, Brad Burns, and we're here with a special guest, host and realtor and investor and dad.
That was one of your best openings yet.
I think so.
So, Ken Carter here, All Things San Antonio. We do all things real estate, whether it's help you buy, sell, we help you invest. Today we are running solo. This is us
and our personalities.
Our personalities and the internet. We're going to look and check on some things that's going on local in the news and things like that, and just kind of have a conversation.
And Fiesta is upon us.
Fiesta is upon us.
You know, I saw, I get all my information from Facebook.
What's your favorite Fiesta event?
I was talking to Lila about it. I haven't been to a Fiesta event in probably 10 years. But I saw that Chick-fil-A was selling, a couple locations here in San Antonio are selling chicken on a stick. And I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to tell everybody that chicken on a stick is overrated.
Ooh.
I'm going to shoot the shot. I don't care. I'm going to be an adult and eat my chicken in a sandwich.
Are you talking about like if the chicken on a stick that's dipped into?
It has to be a good one. Some of them try to use the frozen patties.
Dipped into the jalapeno juice and everything like that.
So like the real chicken on a stick is pretty good. But when everybody tries to mimic it, and like Chick-fil-A is not going to dip in jalapeno. Chick-fil-A is going to.
But if they dip it in their pickle juice.
They might already do that. I know a lot of recipes on cooking chicken have them marinate them in pickle juice. But don't hate me.
I'm not gonna hate you.
That's all right. What's your favorite Fiesta event?
When I was younger and like a teen, early on in drinking a lot and just trying to like have a lot of fun, was Oyster Bake. But I don't know if Oyster Bake's the same as it was like in the early '90s, which is a long time ago. I was thinking about that, like there's still fights and everything. And
yeah.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I was like Nyosa until I got too old.
Nyosa college night used to be the night.
The shit, man. Well, it was it.
I got tired of being shoulder to shoulder with everybody else. Like,
yeah, you gotta really want the once I got those were the young days and everything. I liked those events. As I got older, the ones I never really got into the Taste of New Orleans.
So you don't like New Orleans?
I do, but it's like I don't know. It wasn't
dirty.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Well, New Orleans
is dirty.
It's a fun city. I don't know. It wasn't my thing. The King William Fair and all that in the parade. That's kind of the one that like fun with the kids and stuff.
I'm gonna try to go to that. I'm excited about this year because it's in a cool location. The Taste of the North Side. I heard it's gonna be at the Rock.
Is it going to be at the Rock?
That's what I've heard.
That's crazy. I remember the first time I went to it. That one, it was like at like Canyon Springs golf course area, because it's supports the Brighton House. I think it's near the Brighton House.
Yep.
And then they used to have it at Sonterra, and that was always good. The only thing is like I was never a huge fan of it either because it got inundated with a bunch of like, as far as the food vendors, like chain kind of places, not local. And I don't know. It just got being at the Rock should be fun.
I think so.
It wouldn't be bad.
We went to the Rock the other day. Had a good little time. Like I was watching a little bit of the Masters on the big jumbotron that they have out there, just hanging out, kids running around.
I think it was to watch the Masters.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was in the middle of the day, so it wasn't super packed. Just was bright.
But you're gonna start playing golf now?
Me? I'm gonna learn one day. I just gotta designate some time for it. My problem is I hate sucking and stuff. So I know if I jump into it, I'm very Grant Cardone-ish, where it's like be obsessed or be average.
Yep.
And I'm going to get obsessed with it, and then it's going to pull away from other stuff that I'm doing. That's just my problem.
You just have
when I go hard.
You just have to whatchamacallit, put it on the calendar. Have set times to do it so you don't let it get obsessed.
Yeah. I do want to do it though because Lil Bradley wants to play golf. I think we're going to pull them out of Taekwondo here pretty soon for a little bit. Lily's about done with it. It's through a phase. Yeah,
it's a phase. We always you got to just let them try anything they're interested in my opinion. Like this is not to tell anybody how to do anything, but Like just have them like experience it and let them find.
Yeah, they find what they
their
like.
passion will come about. It just depends. I think golf is great because golf is something that it can always become like that family thing. Like when you go on, like I don't know.
Yeah, you can go on trips and play golf.
I play a lot of golf with my dad and everything like that. It's like as he's getting older and things and such, it's like going out and spending 3 or 4 hours playing golf with him is better than sitting there watching him watch Perry Mason.
Yeah.
I do like Perry Mason.
Well, San Antonio has some stuff going on, so we got Fiesta coming up. By the
We
time
do.
this episode comes out, Fiesta will probably be in full swing.
Full swing. That'll be fun. Hopefully everybody's staying safe and driving sober and calling Uber when need be.
Yeah, because you will drink and drive and go to jail.
For sure. And
Those DWI Fiesta police do not play.
they're already, in which they shouldn't either though.
No.
It's like,
And I'm very proud of San Antonio. They acted very mature during the Final Four.
it was a good event.
There might have been a couple fights, but there was nothing crazy that happened. We didn't make national news for anything crazy besides Charles Barkley dropping what he dropped.
That was hilarious. When he called out Rick, he goes, "Y'all still fat." Love him or hate him, he's like,
I mean, it's attention.
and it's kind of true. Sometimes, I'm just kidding. But San Antonio's got a lot of cool stuff going on. We were talking about this beforehand, like the Amazon drone delivery.
I'm excited because the warehouse where they're gonna do the drone delivery from is near my house, and it's gonna cover about a 7.5 mile radius from there. So it should be able to cover areas like Converse, Fort Sam, Brook City Base, and I live kind of right in between all that. So I should be able to get 60-minute deliveries on Amazon.
Yeah, so they're like, I love that San Antonio is one of the first places that this is being like rolled out and things like that. It just helps bring more attention to us as a city. It gives people a reason to move here.
The only thing I wonder is it gonna like affect it if people have trees near their front door? Does the drone like get down low and like fly in between the trees and like do that? Or I wonder how that works.
I wonder if they can.
Are they gonna be like, "Yo, get a chimney"? We're gonna be like Santa Claus and drop it down.
They use some sort of AI to pull code violations and see if people like there's a house that they want to go into.
Yeah, I mean, I think it. I don't know. I could see people trying to steal the drones.
There's gonna be people like.
So it's gonna be a little twist on it.
I wonder if they have evasive maneuver, like all of a sudden a bottle rocket coming at it.
Well, what I was thinking, I don't know how they're gonna do it with like flight paths and whatnot, because down on the south side, not too far from City Base, you have Stinson Field. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't know is off like I-10 and 410, so like East Houston kind of area. There's a Black Hawk helicopter training area that Fort Sam is always training their Black Hawks on, so they're always hovering pretty low.
Well, they had. It says here that they had received the clearance from the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, last year. It included ability to fly beyond visual line of sight using Prime Air's sophisticated onboard detect and avoid systems. They just have one for those bottle rockets coming at it. So, it says air set to avoid things like cranes. Did you see that video of Austin? Now the guy in Austin hanging from the crane swinging on top of like 30-story building.
Like all those like parkour dudes that like climb up stuff.
He went and repelled down, and then he got back, and I don't think they caught him. But he was like
Spider-Man, real life.
300 feet up in the air. It's like just like the crane sticking across and just swinging back and forth.
Those videos give me anxiety. Like
My hands are sweating right now because there's a. I don't know if you know. His name is Alex. He's a free solo climber. He's got like a documentary, and I was watching the documentary, and he no roast, nothing. He does these huge climbs, just free
buildings and everything.
No rock. Like rock faces and stuff like that. Like the hardest climbs and everything, and he does it with no ropes or anything. And like I'm talking about it, my hands are sweating. I was sitting there, I was watching it, and all of a sudden my feet and my hands are sweating. Like I was like, man, what kind of survival mechanism I got. Like, this thing is just making me want to fall off the wall right now. Like, it's like I would have died like that.
You're sweaty. You're gonna slip.
I was like, I'm a plains guy. I'm not made for the cliffs in this.
So do people still like free climb buildings and like parachute off?
I think so. I mean,
I haven't seen it in a while.
I'm sure they've cracked down on it. Like, most of that stuff I thought happened like in Russia and like China and stuff like that. Anyway, so let's see here.
And get out and vote, San Antonio. Like, mayoral candidates are here. Mayoral elections are here.
Early voting's already started. And we talked about this before. It's like in San Antonio was a low kind of voting city, so going out and voting can make a difference.
They should just put the voting poll stand right there at the entrance to the Fiesta events. And in order to get in, you have to vote.
Or just at every drive-thru of a Taco Jalisco. Like, just vote as you go through.
Chick-fil-A will move them along.
Chick-fil-A, that would solve all the voting problems. If they let Chick-fil-A, like, their
Their processes, yeah.
put the better process all together.
But it never made sense to me coming from like the fast food industry. Chick-fil-A's drive-thrus typically go around the buildings backwards. And instead of putting employees out there to like take money, why don't they just put an extra window like McDonald's has?
So I've talked to someone who, and like it happened during COVID and everything, and now it's just hard to get away from it. And people expect, it's become a thing where people expect.
But it helps them move the line. We had order takers go outside at McDonald's when I was there, but because you can work the line that way, but usually on their cash cart, they have a cash cart that's like around the bend and it's one at a time. When you easily could have had that person inside in the window, it's probably more safe dealing with the money that way.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much people pay with money versus card anyways nowadays.
I like to pay with money. And I feel like I get it for free. If it doesn't come into my bank account, it's like free money.
I had $100 in my wallet for like 3 months, and I finally gave it away.
That's look at this one. It says La Panaderia brothers celebrate 2 million conchas. So,
your white came out. Excuse me, Ken. Your white's showing.
I'm out. But that's a lot of conchas.
That is. That'd be like giving everybody in San Antonio. The population is about 2 million.
Yeah. That'd be a great promotion. It's funny because that's one of those companies that I've seen grow like from like a farmer's market to 3 brick and mortar companies downtown and the Rocker thing.
I saw the Curry Boys were shutting down one of their restaurants. It wasn't the Curry Boys restaurant, but it was another restaurant that they had, the owners of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot which one it was. It might have been like a seafood thing. And they were closing that one down because they are expanding into Nashville and opening up one there in Nashville.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's really cool that they're opening up in Nashville, like taking San Antonio flavor that direction.
I think it kind of goes back down to the one thing, like you can do one thing really, really well and specialize in Curry Boys barbecue.
Let's see what this says. Here's a good. Let's see this one. This one is big still in the market right now. If housing affordability, the top article in the San Antonio Business Journal talks about housing. The headline is "Housing Market Shifts to Favor Buyers, but They're Not Buying." And I just want to say, I was listening to a podcast, a real estate podcast this morning, and it's a national podcast. So, I know I wonder where this is actually written out of.
It's probably San Antonio because you're on the San Antonio Business Journal.
But it says managing editor, national content. That's the thing is right there, national content. That's what I was going to say. And I don't know if the world I live in is an anomaly and things like that. But Emma, my daughter, just put a house under contract. We did it. They had the inspection done today. We're going to go over the inspection and talk about that with her, which is super exciting to have her sister going to move out and live together. And she's a first-time home buyer. And she's getting a conventional loan and putting a good chunk of money down and stuff like that. And we hear all the time, it's like these things are happening, but we see all the time like different like it is definitely a buyer's market, but people are still buying houses, and they're not just buying the new home builds. There's a abundance of that. There's a lot of that going on, but we also have like the other types of transactions. Hell, we're selling our rehab projects, right?
I'm interested to see with the tariffs and everything rolling out, how that affects new construction. And
It's not going to affect it much. That the amount of that is such a small percentage that it's gonna.
I read an article and it said the average new home is going to be about $10,000 more expensive to build, which that's about a year's worth of appreciation.
That's not even 10% of the cost of the house.
Yes. But they're saying that. But I'm wondering if that's going to help push more pre-owns to be sold. And that's going to kind of be a battle of the interest rates to where that's what it is now. For those that don't know, new construction companies are buying down interest rates, doing all this stuff.
And it artificially inflates the value of the home because they're able to sell a home at an interest rate that makes the payment affordable, but they are prepaying all of the interest for 30 years to get that interest rate there.
We had somebody, they went under contract at a 499 on the new build.
So how much profit is, I mean, like
The builder, from what the rep told me, the builder's paying about $40,000 just to get them that rate.
and instead they could sell the house for $40,000 less. Let them have the same regular rate that someone who's buying a pre-home buy, but they'd have to compete against the pre-owned homes.
Yeah.
And instead of doing that, they monopolize the market.
I feel bad for our mortgage lender friends, but
I do too.
I mean, well, we have buyers go out and shop. If new construction is what they want and they're able to get it less expensive, I mean, that's what's right for our clients, you know what I mean? That's kind of the hard part, the battle there. And some people just want pre-owned homes. We kind of, for the last year, we sold a lot of new construction. And for the past few months, we've kind of went on a run of pre-owns.
Okay.
Which is interesting to see.
There's different characters. It's the pre-owned new homes. A lot of times they come with a new neighborhood, right? And which is a different feel about it, and it's great. And there's nothing that is wrong with it or anything. Like, it's great for people. But there's then again, like the ones that kind of lean towards when that pre-owned, they want that established neighborhood, that has like maybe some older people living next door, like that cute 80-year-old couple next door and stuff like that. It's
the neat neighbor.
Yeah. And it's usually the pre-owned homes.
Yeah.
They're closer to downtown a lot of times.
I was hoping the agent do a CMA, a market analysis on a listing she was going to go on. And this house is on the south side. But, so the house is on the south side. She's like, hey, they want $450 for this house. Which isn't unheard of. It's a little bit higher than the average price might be on the south side. But, inside 410, like close to like 35 and 90, on over an acre.
Wow.
So I'm like, where do you get over an acre inside 410 for under 500?
I've done that search a lot of times because a lot of people ask for that, and it's unheard of. Never hit the market.
No.
So
and so usually they're in neighborhoods like Castle Hills or up off Nacogdoches.
Yeah.
And Terrell Hills. So like some of the more expensive neighborhoods, they'll have some larger lots like that.
Country
Park.
Village,
Yeah.
like that.
But
I was driving through Hill Country Village the other day. It was really nice. Yeah. Like you don't go when you don't go in there for a while and everything, and then you go back. It's like, man, I can see. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, and I mean the only other place that I would ever live at besides San Antonio is River Oaks in Houston. So nice.
I would live close to Rice Village.
Rice Village is nice too, but Rice Village just doesn't get me out of San Antonio.
No, let's see what else we got here. Let's see.
So go to news. Oh, you're on San Antonio Current.
Yeah, let's see what this one is. They usually get a little spicy. Everybody wants to talk about the election. A lot of people are going to be upset, I'm sure, on both sides. San Antonio Zoo is asking for public's help in taking top spot in Newsweek contest.
Have you seen that
There, this is a great zoo.
that overnight rental you can do at the zoo right there on the giraffes?
I did see something about that.
It looks super, like you can like walk out the door and feed the giraffes while you spend the night at the zoo.
They're like the friendliest animal. Like they never turn violent. It's the only animal that you let your baby feed.
Unless they've never been documented turning about it and they're just good at hiding it.
Now that's my fun conspiracy about like dolphins and orcas and stuff like that. That the only reason like they're not more like violent towards boating and stuff like that is because like I think we have one of their leaders in captivity at SeaWorld.
I mean, to be fair, orcas are called killer whales.
Hey, they are like they really like you saw how like when they were messing with those boats in the Mediterranean or whatever. Like if they wanted to, they could like really.
Oh, I'm sure all the whales.
I feel like we have some sort of ice treaty with them that goes back to at least the 1700s.
Yeah, not like jellyfish. They're just jerks.
Jellyfish are jerks. I'm like as smart as octopus are. Like I have a hard time. Like I'm like, yeah, maybe they are the aliens.
I don't trust the octopuses. Like they climb out the cages and
they're very smart. They're crazy smart. They're scary smart. So here's the thing. This was a podcast. They did a thing with recently, and they had Bruce Alden from Being on the Banks, and they didn't give any love to Andrew Weissman. They listed out like in the article like all these different like chefs and everything that have contributed to San Antonio, and they didn't. So Andrew Weissman, we got your back.
I think a lot of times,
Bruce Alden's got some good stuff though.
yeah. I found a really cool spot I was telling you and our friend Lorenzo about. It's called Smashed on Grayson. We really got to get out there before summer hits full blown.
It's getting hot.
Because you eat outside and it's gonna be hot. But they have some of the best food there. Like the burgers are amazing. They have these chicken burritos. In my opinion, it tastes like a snack wrap that McDonald's used to carry.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like crispy chicken inside, like lettuce,
Pulling it up.
all kinds of good stuff in there.
This over on
They have live music. Yeah.
I think that used to be that All Shucks. Maybe not though. It's a good looking burger.
That barbecue burger. Hold on, you're like, man.
Is it Spam?
Looks like it.
I like any place. Do you like Spam?
Spam's good. Delilah makes this thing. They call it Spam with chile. So they cut up Spam. They cook it with like serrano peppers.
Uh-huh.
And they get tomato sauce. And sometimes they'll put some water in there, like water it down a little bit. And they'll eat that over easy eggs. And the yolk kind of mixes up in there. Man, that's so good. Look at those wraps. Look how good that is. Like
it does. It's their Hawaiian chicken smash. It's a Monterey Jack cheese, grilled pineapple ring, fried Spam with a teriyaki.
I'm talking about those wraps. Like those wraps. Oh my!
I like Spam.
See, I was gonna tell you let's go to lunch there today.
You're heading out of town.
No, I was gonna tell you to go today, but then you brought tacos, and I was like, all right, I guess we're not going to Smash. We're eating tacos.
Vegetarian tacos, you said.
Yeah, there was no meat.
That's taqueria of Vallarta.
Yeah, always a solid choice.
That's a good one.
Inside 410. Checks the box.
Checks the box.
Checks the box.
Checks the box. What else we got? We are. Let's see. This is what I was going to do. I did hashtag San Antonio. We'll see what Twitter had or X has to say about us.
Chris Paul just finished the season with the Spurs. He's the oldest person to play every game.
He played every game.
Every game.
That's interesting because nowadays, like you hear everybody like
Load management and all that stuff, but he's the oldest player to play every single game.
You
see, Hop went back to the hospital.
Did he?
He had an episode at a restaurant, and they had to take him by ambulance back to the hospital. But that gave me some hope, though. I mean, he had his stroke in November.
Yeah.
It's April now. he's back out at restaurants, like moving around a little bit. Like that's probably some good.
Yeah. Maybe he got some. But going back to the hospital's not good.
No, definitely not. But
Yeah. You just had a recent thing where like looking into.
yeah, strokes are crazy.
Strokes are not good. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Disaster Theater at San Antonio's Reborn Lion in the Rose Pub. I haven't been there, but I was never a fan of Lion in the Rose anyways. They used to be down on Broadway. Now they have one. I don't even know where it's at. But it's not. It's like this. Oh, it's out by near the Dominion. But it's not a place I would ever go. If you want fish and chips, the Cottage on Broadway. It used to be a Mexican restaurant that we used to go to all the time. It's right across the street from the McNay. It's like a true Irish little pub. Everything they got shepherd's pie, all that kind of stuff, fun stuff. This says it's okay to cut for travelers to cut it a little closer. Who are you flying on?
I'm flying Southwest this time.
Did you get assigned seating?
I paid like $20 extra for the early bird check-in.
They're gonna go to assigned seating. I don't know. I didn't know if they had done that yet.
Yeah, so I'm flying. I'll say, don't judge me. I might be slumming a little bit with Southwest this time. No. But the only I like Delta. Delta's my airline.
I heard that's what I was gonna say. Is Delta's just came out like if you're not, checked in, I think by 45 minutes, they won't let you on the plane.
So I'm able to check in like 36 hours before.
Yeah.
So I should be able to get a decent seat. But it was the only place with a direct flight.
That's what's great about
I didn't want to stop anywhere.
Southwest is great. There's nothing wrong with Southwest. The only thing about them right now is they I heard that two things.
They start charging for bags.
They're gonna start charging for bags, and I love to check a bag. I'm the travel. I don't want to put anything in the overhead because I don't want to deal with anybody's other stuff. Like I like to travel light, be nimble. You never know. You have to take off running. And then get my bags when I get there.
I usually check a bag, but these last couple times I've just taken a carry-on. I've not had to worry about it.
I'm gonna end up being a carry-on guy.
Well, the last time I flew it wasn't the last time, but the other time I flew, I thought I had first class, and I got there and I had like seat 38 or 32, and row 32. So I was like way in the back. I couldn't figure out like why I couldn't check my bag.
Why could you check the bag?
Or I had to pay to check my bag.
Wow.
Because in first class you don't have to pay, you get free bags. So I mean, when I do fly first class, it's because I'm trying to save money on checking bags.
Okay. I need to fly more.
Airline miles for the win. San Antonio Airport, like what's going on with the airport in Southwest? Have they figured out their differences?
I think so. Did you see all those pizza reviews by Dave Portnoy?
Yeah.
He
said he didn't like Lorenzo's poblano pizza. The one Lorenzo was telling us about that was amazing.
He said he called that one out.
He tried it. He got two pizzas from that place. He got the poblano and then he got the regular.
Was that one? Which one was that one at?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Something downtown. But he said I could see why people like this one. I just don't like it. I think it's Lovers.
Is it Lovers? I think it's Lovers. I did want to go there. But I get that, like, because I wouldn't really want to. I don't like. You have to be wanting that kind of flavor.
I want a slice. I don't want to buy a whole pizza of it.
Yeah. I wonder if they do much. Like Matinjas. I didn't realize there's a bunch of Matinjas around. It wasn't that
I don't know
bad.
which one he went to.
We did 6.8 at Royal and 6.7 out of Florio's. I'm surprised he gave Florio's that high. Not because it's a bad pizza.
Because of the floppier.
Because it's not the type of pizza that it is. But like
But I've never had a whole pizza from Florio's. I've always gotten the slices.
it's still the same.
Is it?
Yeah, we got a bunch of whole pizzas from there. I like their sauce. They do the Italian sausage real thin, I think.
No, Florio's is good. Yeah. Italian sausage with some jalapenos on there. Let that cook in, and so do they pre-make the whole pizzas too?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the slices they pre-make them and they throw the top.
No. So when you order a pizza, like they'll make it, they make that to go,
Okay.
like at the same time when you order it. But like the slices, they par cook them or whatever. The I wouldn't say San Antonio is like a great pizza place.
No,
There's not really like any outstanding pizza places until.
I mean you got Little Caesars.
With the they're gonna do drive-throughs now.
Fresh Little Caesars is solid.
Something.
I'm a little ghetto. I like CC's. CC's is good. You get a little variety of a bunch of different stuff for sure.
Is CC's the San Antonio thing, or is that a nationwide thing?
I think it's nationwide. Yeah, because they were in Dallas. CC's is solid though. I mean, it's not $2.99 like it used to be, but it's not a bad little spot.
I'm looking at these asada fries at Smash.
Man, I'm telling you, Smashed was it. They have a little bar area with like 5 tables inside to sit at. So maybe at lunch, sit inside when the summer comes around.
I'll have to meet the family there. All right. Well, that's, I think, all we got for this episode.
Yeah, we're stretching it out.
We're stretching it out.
Do us a favor.
Hey, first off, if you are at this point of this video, the whole thing, and you're still with us, we love you.
Yeah, and if you're not,
You'll never hear us say anything
Yeah.
right now. So
we probably don't love you. Unless this is a clip and we're telling you we don't love you.
like and subscribe. You got to be. If you're at this point of this video, you've already liked and subscribed.
Yeah, like and subscribe and shoot us a message and we'll help you buy a house or sell your house or invest in real estate or just be friends and go out to eat.
We'll go to Smashed.
Smashed is so good.
All right.
Peace.